Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are sharing with you what YouTube paid us a month for of being monetized.
This was a really interesting month because month 3 was a really big month for us, kind of unexpectedly. If you remember, if you watched that video, we did make $1,068 in November, and we said that it wouldn't be linear growth, and that was true to form because in December we made $651.94 from the YouTube ads. Now, if you look at the chart of the months, you can still see that it's going up. It was 152 the first month, then 240, 650 this month. Now there was a spike in November, but that really should have been about the $400 range, and then it would have just been kind of this gradual steady climb up. You will get months though where you have a video that goes really big and just kind of takes off, as we say, and that accounted for an extra $600 worth of income last month. But that video generally usually dies out after a month, and you'll be back down to your normal kind of income. So $651 is an amazing number for the month because we're still on that steady upward incline.
Exactly. So it's not like it looks just on the surface like it just kind of plummeted, but that's not really the case at all. Like you said, the growth is continuing. It's just that there was a bump in November because we did have a video that kind of, did super well in that month.
Yeah, we actually had two videos. One, the video about you being in the hospital in Malaysia got over 100,000 views in November, and that's really abnormal for a channel of this size, so that's what accounted for that bump. But we have seen on all of our other channels, about every 3 to 6 months, you will get a couple of videos that do that, and there'll always be that bump. It'll always come back down a little higher than it was before though, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, and I think that's what I like, and we've seen this in some of our other channels as well. When that happens, a video does really well, so you get that big bump, but even when it comes down, it's still higher than where it was before the big bump up.
Yeah.
So that's nothing to be upset about.
Yeah, no, we're thrilled with where this is, because I want to talk for a minute too about what other income we're getting from this YouTube channel besides just the money that YouTube is paying us, because that's only part of the picture, and honestly it's a small part of the picture because other things are happening. If you saw some of our videos from this last month, we did do a packing video, and I was sharing what goes in my backpack. We'll link that video down below. But when you share stuff that you're actually doing and actually using, you can have affiliate links for those. So quite a few people went out and bought that backpack and other things that we've shared from Amazon, and those are affiliate links, and we do get a commission on that, which does add up to several $100s per month, and that actually adds to our income total. The other thing that we get out of affiliate links is we have an affiliate link to some of the credit cards that Allie has, one of them being the Marriott Bonvoy, and I know we thought you had not very many points, and then you opened it up and you had a ton of points. You'd gotten 120,000 points in referrals in December.
Yeah, that's right. I was just looking at something because we were discussing a hotel stay that we were considering somewhere, and I thought, you said, oh, how many points do you have? I think I have this many, and when I opened up, I had a lot more than I was expecting. So it was a really nice, kind of welcome thing to see on there, because that actually is going to cover some hotel rooms for us.
Yeah, so we got 120,000 Marriott points and then 10,000 IHG points from referrals in December. So that's 130,000 points. That's worth close to $1,100, $1,200. So really, when you think about it, when you add in the Amazon links, the referrals for the points, the ad income, which was 651, which was great, that really is only a small part of it. We really made more like almost $2,000 of value on the channel in December, and that's paying for our rent and more. And that's what's so interesting about YouTube, is the power that if you just tell people what you're doing, it will help them and it'll help you. Now, if you're watching this channel, I would assume that part of the reason you're watching is because you're thinking about doing some of the stuff we're doing or living kind of the way we're living. And if that is true, you really need to start a YouTube channel sooner than later.
That's right. We found that we've been doing this, we're in our 6th year now, and we started this a couple years in, and we really should have started right out of the gate, and that's why we always encourage people, start now, because it really does make a huge difference. There's a ton of people ask us stuff sometimes about places and things that we did before we had a YouTube channel, and we have pictures to document it and maybe little quick videos, but we don't really have like a full video of the things that we did that we could show you, because they were incredible experiences and we're not able to show people because we didn't have video there. So we're like, oh, do we need to go back there? Because we really need to shoot some video there, because people ask us about some of these places all the time and we have no videos on them except for, the photo evidence that we were there. But, and obviously we have the memories for ourselves, but it would be nice to be able to share some of those things through video as well.
Yeah, and if you're going to be doing something interesting, which I think traveling full-time is interesting to a lot of people you know, your friends, your acquaintances, your former workers, once you leave, co-workers, are going to want to know what you're doing and how you're doing it. And that's the perfect way to start a YouTube channel, because just by telling people what you've done, you don't even have to push it on them. You're just telling people what you've done. People are going to do naturally what you're doing, and you're going to get rewarded for it. So, like I said, about $2,000 in value this month was added to us personally just because of that channel, and that's all because we started this YouTube channel. Now, at the beginning of the year, this channel didn't even exist. We didn't even think, we hadn't even thought of it yet. We just decided, I think in April, to start this channel, and already it's bringing us $2,000 a month in value. So that shows you the power of it. A brand new channel. We did do things correctly though on this channel, and that's kind of what we talk about. We did make a course talking about YouTube, how to do it right, because we do have 6 channels. Some of them are quite a bit bigger than this one with over 100,000 subscribers, but we learned from those channels, which took us a lot longer to get to this point. And on this channel, we're doing it much more efficiently, quickly. We go over how to do that in the course. I just think if you're going to be doing any type of traveling, any type of lifestyle that's going to be interesting, it really makes sense to have a channel right at the beginning.
Yeah, absolutely. It really does make a huge difference. And I think one of the big reasons why we started this channel, which we hadn't thought of at the beginning of last year, is because we just weren't really sure people were interested in, the inner workings of the behind the scenes of our full-time travel life. And more people kept asking these types of questions on some of our other travel channels. And we were just like, maybe we should just start sharing that. And then this channel was born. And then we started putting into practice all of the things that we had learned from our other channels. And then we realized, this could be really helpful information. We put it into the course format, and we have that course available for you guys. Obviously, the link is in the description for the course if you want to go check that out. But we put in some really hard work to get you the very best information. A lot of the stuff that's in this course is stuff that a lot of people will not discuss or will not share, but it's so important to have that information if you are planning on starting a YouTube channel. And so we put all that in there for you, and I think it's really going to be extremely helpful.
Yeah, so what do we do now that we're making pretty good money on this channel, and we have the other channels? We're definitely, our budget is $4,000 a month still. So people might ask, well, when you're making more money, do you raise the budget? No, we're not raising the budget at all. The budget, we've come over a period of years to realize that $4,000 a month is probably more than we need to have budgeted. We just like to have that little cushion. But we're making now well over $4,000 a month in total, plus the stuff that we had before we even started. So what we're doing now with this extra money that we're getting is we're just investing it, right?
That's right, and we're having a great time getting to invest more. This is kind of like, you know, surprise money.
Yeah.
Because again, we weren't planning on it at the beginning of the year, so we hadn't worked it into our budget. We had no idea where it was going to go, which is, you know, I think one of the reasons too why we share it with you guys, so you can kind of see each month what it looks like and, you know, kind of what the growth is like on here when you start a YouTube channel, and when you know, start it the right way with all the information in order to help it to succeed its best. I think, you know, we take that money now, and instead of just, like you said, just using it, because we're already living in a fairly nice way, in a pretty luxurious, you know, places to stay, and doing a lot of really fun things in between. Not even, in some places, not even getting close to the 4,000. We might as well invest it and let that money, you know, go a little bit farther for us, so, or just, you know, money to leave to our kids down the road. But it's great to be able to take that money and invest it. If you've seen some of our videos here on the channel, we've been investing a lot using the Webull app, which is really one of my personal favorites. We've been investing obviously for years and years, and we've been investing a lot more since selling our home and, you know, traveling full time. But I think one of the reasons why I love the Webull app so much is because it makes it really easy for somebody like me who's not incredibly well versed in the stock market. Webull just makes it super easy to be able to control what you're doing and just to see what you have. It's just right there at your fingertips. Really so much easier than investing in the other formats.
Yeah, with the big brokerages,
Yeah.
which we've done before too, but we do think it's important, like the money that we, like she said, we didn't expect to have this money, so we decided let's not just spend it, let's invest it. We do have some videos on the channel that will show you how to get started in investing, but if you're not there yet, it all starts with telling people about what you're doing. You really just, if you tell people what you're doing in an organic way, a YouTube channel can really bring a lot to your life, to your retirement. It can bring you just so much joy in being able to document what you're doing. There's so many reasons to have a YouTube channel. I can't really think of any good reason not to have one if you're starting out on this. Like she said, we wished we'd started it 2 years earlier, because I know one that we didn't get to film.
I know.
Hong Kong Disney.
I know.
We went there, we didn't film anything, and we hadn't started our YouTube channel yet, and now, like, we talk about it like once a month, like, I wish we'd filmed Hong Kong Disney. So...
and the stuff that we did in Hong Kong, it was an incredible experience.
Yeah, because we go back and watch some of the old videos sometimes just to remember them, and like, not for any reason, we don't want to show anybody Hong Kong Disney. We just want to go back and see what it was like. So sometimes we go watch our own videos to remember what we've done. And we didn't film that one. There were several other things we didn't film. So my advice to you is, if you have any thoughts about doing YouTube, just start filming the stuff, because you're going to want it later on.
Exactly. You'll regret it like we did. But at least we did get started. And you know, it's something you can share with your family and friends too, to start with, and they can kind of follow along a little bit too in your journey as you travel around the world. So guys, hopefully this information was helpful as we continue to progress here on the channel. As Rob has said before, we try to share this all, you know, open book style here on this particular channel, because we think it's going to be the most helpful for those who are looking to live this lifestyle and who are looking to do things like, you know, YouTube channel. Links are in the description for all of the things we've talked about here in this video, and also for some of our affiliate links as well. You'll see those down there. Guys, if you have any questions, please leave those down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys next time.